The following is a fan-based discussion. All materials discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, and Saban Entertainment. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Tokucast Top 10 Show.
Top 10!
Hop. Yes.
You're trying so hard right now.
I'm doing so hard. Every time we test the microphone, he counts in a different language.
You've done Japanese, French
again,
Spanish.
But anyway, we are getting through some more of our top 10 suggestions, and if you don't see yours, we're really sorry. We're just trying to get us through as much as we can.
And if multiple people have suggested it, I'm sorry if I didn't credit you as well. Just know that we did it as well, if that makes any sense.
So, I can't remember the name of the person who suggested us, but right now we are doing top 10 Kamen Rider Henshin Devices.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And before we get started, I think some of us have a couple honorable mentions.
Neither of us can talk.
Nope.
Matt, do you want to go first?
Okay. I would like to... my honorable mention is the drive belt. It's the reason why I really didn't make the list is because it's so big and bulky, but I think it worked with what it was trying to do as a car, and the ignition on the belt and the wrist strap, I think, was a cool little, I have to say, gimmick with the shift cars. I just thought it worked very well for what it was trying to do.
Yeah.
It's good.
And what about yours?
My honorable mention, I'm going to go ahead and say Hibiki's tuning fork. I know he does end up having a belt, but that belt is mostly used for the actual drum. But I really like the fact that it was just, an actual musical
tuning fork
in this case. It made it just very interesting, and no one else really.
I really like that one.
Yeah. It was pretty great.
Any other honorable mentions?
Yes, I have two. I got Kamen Rider Ryuki. First one I ever saw. I like how it contains all of his cards. I think it looks pretty cool. Everyone in the show pretty much uses the same thing. I still think it looks cool. I like the dragon emblem on the front.
Yeah, it was cool.
And another one I want to mention Kamen Rider Ichigo's.
Yeah.
I want to respect the classics. You got to start from somewhere.
Its simplicity is nice. Still.
With the Typhoon.
You got to start from somewhere. The Typhoon driver, I think it did a pretty good job.
Yes.
All right.
For getting us to where we are now.
And starting at number 10.
Kamen Rider Black.
That's another one where simplicity really did its job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it was much more function than fashion, but with the rest of the way his costume looked, I think it worked.
Yeah. It was, what held as Kingstone. That's exactly the job that it was meant to do.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty great. Plus, it's Black. And we like that show.
Black is a great show.
Black.
We love that show.
It's not Black and Rex. We don't talk about Black and Rex. Go watch our video.
Next.
Number X, Kamen Rider Agito's belt.
Now, we kind of had a tough time deciding between Agito and Kuga.
We did.
Because they're pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We went with Agito because it was leaning more towards the fashion. We liked the look of it better.
Mm-hmm.
It's a much sleeker design.
Yes. Yeah. And so the sleekness and with the two buttons on the side, the symmetry of it,
the fact that it had, for his other two forms that he could transform into, it ends up having the red and the blue on the both sides. I love the fact that it's navy blue. And when he ends up going to burning and shining...
His favorite color.
Yeah. Navy blue is my favorite color. And when he ends up going to burning and shining, the belt does change. But, it's still a great belt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Moving on to number 8, we have Kamen Rider Wizard's belt.
I was really iffy about putting this on the list.
I really, really like this one.
Because it's
magic. Touch and go.
Lubata magic, touch and go.
Anyway, because it just like with other belts like Forza and Gaim and Drive, it's a bit on the bulkier side, and it's a bit I don't know. But I love the idea of scanning rings to do the spells.
I like that. I like the hand design. I like how he has to flip it around wherever because he flips it to one side for forms and another side for spells.
Yeah,
I like that. I like the sounds it makes too.
And the sounds are cool.
They're
the
fun.
only thing I did not like about this belt was one. I'm pretty sure they kind of come up with a more clever way to do 5 for Wizard, because that's kind of a gimmick they do with Neo Heisei.
Mm-hmm.
And please,
I like it.
My biggest thing that I didn't like about it was the fact that it was the first one where it just constantly ended up saying something.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was
That is kind of a problem we've had later, but I didn't mind it for Wizards.
I love those. Moving on.
Moving on to number 7, Kamen Rider Gaim.
When we first heard about this belt?
When we first heard about this belt, I'm shocked that I agreed to have this on the list because, again, it's bulky and I'm really not a big fan of the design, and that makes me a giant hypocrite. This is the only Kamen Rider belt I own. And I own multiple lock seats for this thing. Katsukan, what did you do to me?
It's so great, though.
And I love the music it does, because The music for...
And I like how it's different depending on whose belt it is.
Though when you
For Gaim, I think, has the best one.
Gaim,
but Baron's is pretty cool because it reminds me of Smash Brothers.
In terms of music, I like the ones that's used for Knuckleman.
Yeah. I love the reason why they gave for it and show why it has the music just because Ryoma just wanted it there. He was like, that's it. Alright.
But it's also one of the few belts where like with Ryuki, every single person has the same belt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Up to until the Energy Riders.
I really like the way it works. I love the way the lock-on thing works, and you slice it with the.
That's another thing. With the way how many different ways they interpreted a choreography for something like that. Like with Gaim, it's just the one quick thing, but like with Acorn and Pinecone, they would go up like that, and Zack would go up like that. It just they were really clever with it.
Before he went up into the sky. Spoilers. Let's moving on.
Hase!
I miss you, yeah. Moving on to number 6, we have Kamen Rider W.
This one, the only reason it's number 6 because we always try to find a combination upgrade with function and faction.
Mm-hmm.
This didn't really do much, except it looked cool.
It looked very cool. It was symmetrical.
This is one of the reasons, because this is mentioned a lot in some of our comments, this is one of the reasons why we call it Kamen Rider W, because the shape of a W is everywhere in this show.
It's true. It's on his visor.
The logo.
The logo.
On the front of his bike.
That's why we call it Kamen Rider W. And we understand if you call it Kamen Rider Double. We get it. But we call it W.
You also have to keep in mind that the way the Japanese pronounce the word double, it's W. Is how it comes out.
So that's what we hear.
Yeah.
But and not to mention, this is another list for another day. I love the Henshin with this.
Yeah.
Yes, it's really cool.
I'm such a big fan of symmetry when it ends up coming to something.
And
this
good God, this was like your wet dream.
It was just like middle. And I was like, yes. Alright, but moving on.
Moving on to number 5, Kamen Rider Blade.
I love this one. Oh, I love it so much. Blade is like my favorite.
Marcus is going to have an orgasm.
I love all of Blade. Blade is a great show after the first 10 episodes.
There you go. I was about to say slow start.
But it's just, I love the way that this driver ends up looking at it and pulling it out, and the thing comes out and they have a run through it.
I like one thing about this is the flipping function.
Yeah.
That is clever.
Yeah, I
love the way the force field comes out, and it can be used to knock people backwards.
I like how, and I just realized this, with the flipping of it, it's like shoving the deck, flipping a card over it.
It's so great.
It is cool.
I love Blade. It's great. Great job.
Good stuff. Number 4, Kiva.
I liked Kiva only because it was such an out there idea where it's another case where we have a sentient belt. And by the way, the best sentient belt in my opinion, Kiva is the best.
That's true.
Because he was just that
Kiva more than Mr. Belt?
Yes. Because Mr. Belt was the wise mentor.
But Kiva was JoJo.
Kiva was JoJo.
The actor who played him was Joseph Joestar for the second part.
But Kiva was also the one just
Adventure.
telling the main character, get off your ass and go. That's what, and not to mention the fact that they made a bat hanging upside down work as a belt, which I thought was so cool.
It made it great. Next one
is Kamen Rider Phase.
This is a time where function beat out faction.
Yes. I do love the fact that like the little axis of red and everything has on it, but the actual cell phone doubles as a gun.
Yes.
So
which he can use in civilian form.
Yeah. So it's just like I really love the way that it works. I can't wait till we actually get to the Henshin because the Henshins make this show what it is.
Tron.
So it's just
makes it Tron.
Yeah, but Five's belt is great. It's the first one to actually end up using like an actual cell phone as part of the thing, which is something that they piggybacked off of for like Gal Ranger and Magic Ranger, things like that. But it's still really good. I love the Fives one.
Number 2,
which is my personal favorite, Kamen Rider O's.
This is another one of my personal favorites as well. I really wish I owned this belt, only because you can
get it. It's like $500.
Anyway,
precisely the point.
It's just such a cool design for such an interesting theme with metals and the scanning of the metals, and the fact that it's the only, really like one of the few belts where when it's in the transformation form, it's at an asymmetrical angle.
Yeah,
it's not W's. It's not symmetrical.
Which I don't mind.
No, I don't mind the ace. It works with this one. The asymmetry really just...
I love the little scanner thing that it comes with. Just looks cool.
And then, the songs. Taka, tura, bata,
Tato ba, tato ba, tato ba.
It always got you excited for the fight.
Certainly got me always excited.
And it serves the function because with the barriers the metals make during the Henshin, it serves as a defense for him. So he can't be attacked from any side while he's transforming. But number one, Kamen Rider Cavuto.
This thing is so badass.
It looks cool.
It is.
And
its function is, I'm going to get to Tendo no matter what. Which means drilling through concrete, drilling through steel. It doesn't matter. It's going to get to him when he calls for it. Not to mention, clock up and everything.
Yeah.
But it's just so great.
I also love the clever design of using the horn as the lever, and it just worked.
It's so great. Using it for everything from the rider kick to the actual transformation, just for everything about this one, just has that perfect blend of fashion functions.
Which is why it makes number one on our list.
It's such a good color. It's crimson. Go Rider.
Anyway, that is our top 10 Kamen Rider Henshin devices. Let us know if yours made the list. If it didn't, always let us know. And once again, let us know what top 10s you want to see. But this has been the Tokucast Top 10 Show. We hope to see you guys next time. Always like and subscribe as well. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Slow bye.